Breaking news, one Hollywood strike will be over at midnight. A short time ago, the WGA negotiating committee voted unanimously to recommend the tentative agreement between Hollywood writers and studios. Good evening. I'm Pat Harvey. The vote comes just 2 days after both sides reached an agreement after days of talks. KCAL News reporter Tom Wade is live in the newsroom now with the latest details. Tom?
And Pat, some good news. Both of the Guild's governing boards unanimously approved the tentative agreement, and now the rest of the union's 11,000 members will vote on it, and they are expected to approve it. But during this process, the Guild's leadership says the strike will be lifted, as you said, Pat, at midnight tonight. So here are some of the highlights of the agreement. Guild members will get a 5% raise on the minimums for their current contracts. For AI protections, AI cannot rewrite literary material, and AI content will not be considered source material. That's big. That's what the writers wanted. On streaming, writers could score 50% bonuses for domestic hits depending on the viewership, and the studios agreed to share streaming data. That's also pretty huge. The writers will also get increases to their health and pension plans. And of course, once again, the Guild members still have to vote on all this, but based on the solidarity within the union and the support for the negotiating committee, it is expected the writers will approve this tentative deal.
A couple of things that stand out. Minimum staffing, the idea that there would be some protection to make sure that writing staffs continue to be robust was something that out of the gate seemed unlikely. But the fact that there is some sort of measurement now, that there's some sort of guidelines to protect some of these jobs, that's a big win for the Writers Guild. And then also figuring out a structure of how do you reward streaming shows and success. Writers who have shows that go on to do very well in the streaming world. There really was no sort of benchmark before now. Now there is. So that's a big deal as well.
And of course, there is a lot more for us to pour over in this contract. We'll have more for you throughout the night. But also remember, the actors remain on strike. Deadline is reporting that SAG and the studios are in preliminary talks, though, to return to the bargaining table. Let's hope so.